Welcome back.
Go, click it, click it, click it, click it, click it, click it, click it. There we go.
Ominous.
Well, you've seen this before. So, one of the difficulties with this game is that it is not friendly to a play schedule where you only open it up every 2 weeks or whatever for the purposes of recording with it.
That is true.
Fortunately, at this stage of the game, you can't go wrong by just pushing forward through the memories. You can always come back and look at stuff again.
Alright, let's follow the smoke monster. In a circle for no good reason.
Yeah, that one always struck me as kind of stupid.
Oh, there's a new body.
Hang on, Captain Campbell. You have a plan? Yes. Take a ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard!
Whoa! That is gnarly.
This scene you'll be coming back to a lot. There is a lot going on in that audio, and
I was just about to comment on that.
yeah.
Ooh, that was a skull fragment? Because that was on the ground over here. Gross.
Yes, also that.
Remember,
you won't get the chance to fill in new details until 30 seconds pass.
well, might as well just soak up this amazing blood-soaked scene.
Yep.
Christ. That's actually kind of nice that they force you to, you know, don't just go straight to work. Man. So, what do I know about the timeline so far? The Kraken happens after the mutiny, right?
Well, after this time when someone cried mutiny.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's a good point.
But yes. Actually, no.
Oh.
I believe the Kraken is 8. The Doom, I think, is part 8.
Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, did I press the wrong button? I totally did. And there's no way to get out of this, huh?
Well, that's
okay.
fine. You can always come back later.
We shall come back and explore this. I'm trying to remember, does the pulsing lead give me a hint in some capacity?
The sound, no. However, there is, the relevant thing will be illuminated.
Okay. And it wouldn't have me open a door in this sequence, or
Nope,
am I
you are entirely missing the obvious path you can take.
up the stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, right there. Okay, interesting. Was that previously closed? That one might have been.
Not in this diorama. You could have gone up the stairs earlier. Again, with many of the dioramas, it'll be the case that you can use a moment in time to explore somewhere else that is relevant to helping figure out other deaths. You gotta be very attentive to what parts of the ship are accessible at any given memory.
I'm gonna backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, that's totally
I really
fair.
did press that button by mistake.
Yeah, no worries. It's the one on the left you want.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Now it gives you the heading.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, Captain Campbell. You have a plan? Yes. Take a ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's that?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard.
I'm really not sure which of those voices is the one who pulled the trigger.
Well, so again, if you open up your book and you look at the transcript in there, oh, it's the one who pulled the trigger. No, that's a lot harder. But you can at least find which of those voices is the guy getting his head shot off now.
Okay, so that's this guy. Unknown. Sorry, I'm just fussing with the controls right now. There it is. That's what I wanted to press. Okay. So, pretty good idea of how he died. Shot. Gun. And I don't know enough to even claim if this guy's an officer or anything. I don't think.
Well, you can make a rough guess.
By the uniform, maybe?
Yep, exactly. He's got a fancy hat. He's probably an officer.
Well, I guess... Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then...
Now, but if you hang on, if you go back and you look at the transcript...
Right. 6 others were present? Is
No,
that
to the left. That one.
Actually tapped on this? Oh. Oh, interesting. So it actually tells you.
Yeah, you forgot this in the 2 weeks since we last recorded.
Got it. Okay. Captain can't be trusted. Oh, okay. So were these 3 people? It doesn't tell me how many people are saying these various words.
Correct.
Because it was kind of 2
you don't
people
know...
talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was 2 people talking and a third came in and yelled mutiny, mutiny.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not actually sure who pulled the trigger based on this.
Correct.
Okay. And this is not super useful. But...
Nope.
Oh. Well, I guess it's a little useful.
Yeah, these are the other people present in the scene. It isn't super useful. I don't think you ever really need this specific information.
Okay. And then, is there anything I should be doing with this guy? Oh, I do know that he was clubbed.
In the next sequence. The scene where we started this episode, he was getting clubbed.
Got it. What are these numbers referring to? That's the
The
page?
page of the book.
So, show memories on deck map.
That will show you on the map of the ship every memory where this person has appeared.
Got it.
This is much more useful at the end of the game when you've opened all the memories and you're like, what is all the information I have about this person?
You know what? I think you're right. I'm in a fact-finding mode still. I just need to be soaking all this stuff up.
Yep. So you do want to
I'm
be
just
attentive. You don't want to be like racing through stuff. But yeah, it's not a good idea right now to try and be painstaking about every single person.
So this corpse is here. How do I get to his how do I get my pocket watch out and trigger this memory?
You already have. You're still in the memory. If you want to go to his memory, you have to exit and then go to his corpse.
Right, so I'm looking for that door again.
Yep.
Sorry, this must be very tedious for you.
I don't mind. Our viewers probably hate it, though. You definitely... I've seen you see the door already.
Okay. Got it. So that's an interesting sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head back up here and see what this guy's deal is.
Let them go!
interesting, because in the last memory, it kind of looked like he was being held over the edge by someone.
His body was being dumped off the ship.
Oh. By, like, this guy, maybe?
Well, probably not, since he's already dead.
Oh, right. Oh, and the clubber guy is back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whoever that is with her weapons. Wow, there's a lot going on in this memory, too. Okay,
Yeah.
I wonder where this is in the sequence.
I'll be honest, this sequence is one of the trickiest to unravel in terms of figuring out what happened to all the people on screen right now.
Yeah,
That
'cause
boat
the
is a
blood
stumper.
splatter. But there was another guy with a gun aimed. It looked like this guy had enemies.
It's very hard to figure out what's happening until you realize what is literally going on vis-a-vis that boat.
Right. Okay, well, we probably know that they were shot with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's easy. And it doesn't have a male-female option.
No, but it's fairly obvious at this time period. There are not a lot of gender-neutral names.
Right, and also she was well-dressed, so we're assuming just... Well, I guess Yeah, there's enough women on here that I'm not sure. I guess...
There are a total of 4 women on the passenger list. On the crew list.
On the entire crew list?
On this entire list, there are 4 women.
And they're all passengers, I presume.
Yes.
Okay, so I can at least say by an unknown passenger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have a very difficult time with this. Now, it is interesting that her face is clear, but she's rated 3 difficulty stars or triangles, whatever. I will be honest, it is, I learned afterwards how it is possible to make a firm identification. I would never, it is a hard pickup.
Huh. Have you played this game twice, then?
Nope, but I've played it and then discussed it at length with people. And I think by now I know all of the different clues and secrets that could lead you to avoid having to ever make any guesses.
Interesting. But it's like those old logic puzzles in school where you, at least I used to, you would make a couple of guesses and see if it's working.
Well, in this case, it gives you a mechanism for doing that, which is to say, every time you get 3 completely correct, it confirms it. So if you have, like, you've got 1 for sure and 2 that, like, you could switch 1 out or something, like, you've got 2 and you've got a 3rd one where you're not sure which of these 3 people it is, you can brute force it. Just, like, plug the 3 different names in until it pops up. Oh, now you've solved it.
Yeah.
But it is possible to do the whole thing without ever once brute forcing. It's very hard, and I absolutely brute forced several of them. And I do not feel ashamed. And I'm certainly not going to try and shame you out of brute forcing when you think you've got close enough that you can do it efficiently.
Alright. Another nice big sweeping circle there. Thank you.
Now, what's fascinating is you have to visually track the smoke. If it goes, like, behind a mast or something, it will just stop there until you go and look at it.
You'll not take the last punch!
Damn! Okay, so... pretty clear what happened there.
Yep.
So these guys are fleeing, and I guess there's probably a boar down there.
There's a what down there?
Didn't they say you won't take the last boar?
Boat. The last boat.
I thought they, like, kept boars or something, like, as meat.
I mean,
provisions
they
or something.
do, but he definitely said boat. And they're in a boat.
You'll not take the last boar. Oh, man.
I'm hungry.
If I'm not good at reading comprehension, I'm probably going to be a shoo-in on this game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't think of any problems that might put forth. So I'm going to assume that's not the captain's wife, because that's the captain with the gun.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly, I'm actually at the point now where I can recognize the captain's voice when I hear it.
Wow. Ooh, he's clear.
Well, you were, you were given some really useful information about him.
Okay, let's see here. So, killed sword by the other guy, but I don't know.
Check the transcript.
Oh, boat. Oh, Paul. Okay. Well, so he's a guy named Paul. Are there very many people with the same first names?
Well, you can check that fairly easily.
Well, only one Paul, so
Yep.
There you go. But how will I know this guy's name? Oh, yeah, that's him. There we go. Okay. Cool. Nothing to it. And this is so similar to the last scene, I feel there's probably not too much new to learn.
Well, go exploring, or don't. You might have seen something interesting, for instance, below decks.
Right. Which I am clearly about to see.
Yep. Again, you always want to explore the scenes thoroughly. Like, check that out. You can only see it in silhouette, but that tells you interesting information regarding the previous, or like 2 scenes ago.
Is this guy missing an arm?
Yes, he is.
So gruesome. It's amazing how gruesome this is for a 2-bit game.
Uh-huh. Also, 1-bit. 2-bit game would be like a super cheapo game.
Yeah, you're right. What is this 2-bit game? No.
But yeah, you should probably go back to that last one and investigate downstairs, because there was some very useful stuff happening.
Got it. Well, let's go check it out. That would be this guy right here, correct?
The one on the ground. Yeah.
Last one. Move quick.
And note that you can skip the dialogue if you want to. Yeah.
Although it still plays.
Yep, but you don't have to read it. That was actually patched in at a later point.
Oh.
Literally back when I played like 2 months ago or whatever, it didn't give you the text on screen after the first time.
Knifed unknown.
So that's the guy you were tracking crawling across the floor for like 6 memories with a knife in his back before bleeding out in a room.
Got it. Is there a quick way to get back to the table of contents? Probably.
Yes, there is. I don't know what it is on a fucking controller like that you're using like a dipshit.
Good point. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to remind myself of what the chapters were.
Oh.
So, help me remember. What have we seen so far?
You've
Doom, the escape.
Yep. And the end. And that's it so far.
That's it so far.
Yep.
Got it. So, okay, so I am definitely confused. They're doing a memento thing.
Yep.
It's like,
Absolutely. The nature of the game's mechanics means that you tend to move backwards, although you will jump around. You're not going to move perfectly backwards through the whole thing. After all, you went from the end, chapter 10, to chapter 8, and then now to chapter 9. But within each chapter, you move backwards.
Got it.
So did you see why I thought it was interesting, the position of people down here? How this tableau might be informative?
Well, let's see. I mean, he's spying.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty interesting. And then... So maybe... Oh, these guys don't know that he witnessed it, is maybe one interpretation of this tableau.
Yeah.
These guys could have done something bad.
Such as?
Dismember this man.
Well, what does the guy... Do you remember the scene that erupts down here in just a couple of moments?
No. Jog my memory.
Well, go look at the transcript.
Okay, so to do that, I would go to... This is the escape?
Yep. That's one you're on right now. That's also above ship. There.
Huh, who's there? Okay. Got it. So this is potentially the guy who shoots the captain on this one. Because they say who's there, and this guy...
Right. So the point is, you from this dialogue and the tableau in the current memory you're in, you can reason, oh, hey, the guy hiding is the one who's going to shout mutiny. And the two people who are still alive in the cabin are probably those first two speakers. And in fact, if you look, yes, one of those two people is the guy who is marked as dying right here.
Right.
So by looking at this scene, you can put faces to the lines in that later scene.
And do we believe... Do you believe that we have enough to determine who killed whom there?
Not specifically, but... if you can make some real good suppositions based on this.
Right. Like, based on the fact that one of the two guys who is scheming... it's probably the two guys who are scheming did not shoot each other when they realized that they were discovered.
I don't know.
It seems like...
You'd have to check whether the two people locked in combat right there are the same two people that are in the room right now. But what you can presume is that the two people who are not about to die in the room that you are in at the moment are probably the two people who in just a moment or two will be having the conversation that is considered mutinous.
Got it. Oh, so you think that... Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I shouldn't say you. I am realizing that maybe when this guy yells mutiny, mutiny, he's yelling that these two are being mutinous?
Yes.
Oh, and then he tries to flee. Okay, I totally had a different interpretation. I assumed, based on the previous scene, that that was a man who ran downstairs and was informing these two, otherwise innocent people, that a mutiny is going on.
But then why would he be, like, hiding behind the door?
True, but that's my point, is this tableau is forcing me to change the way I thought
exactly.
about that.
Yes. Generally... they're very generous with the attitudes, the positions, and poses that they put the people in.
Got it.
Like,
so this is the guy who died, and he was.
Well,
killed
all
by
of these
one
people
of these two.
will die.
Sure. This is the guy who was
yeah,
shot.
but like, if a guy is pressed up against a wall, he's probably spying. If a guy has a hand cupped to his ear, he's probably listening to someone. Like, they're very nice about that.
So, unknown clubbed and officer shot.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's fine. I'm not telling you can make any more deductions directly, but I'm saying you should be looking at this and using it to, inform how you understood previous scenes.
Yeah. That was really useful. Definitely. That's the type of guidance that I feel like I'm going to need.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
So that's good. Okay, let's go back down there and see what's going on in that.
Yeah, see, the final, by which we mean first part of Chapter 9. Wrong way. It's down another level.
One more.
tongue. Let go. Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Mr. Squid, where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
For that, the beast is dead. How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Okay, this is very interesting. I guess I should have known we were going in that direction with the giant squid.
Now that dialogue was very helpful. Oh hey look, now you'll be able to access the lower deck. Thanks, dude, who's about to shout mutiny and then get knifed.
And this guy's fleeing too. Yeah, so much happened in this scene.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the tableau is very full of stuff going on. But the dialogue alone should help you make a couple of very useful identifications if you're thoughtful about it.
Okay, well, let's look into that as soon as I get a little spirograph going on here.
So, for instance, hey, you notice that dude to your right coming out of the door?
Yeah.
What door is that he's coming out of?
Is this a door that someone else died in? Or a previously locked door?
Nope, I'm not saying anything else. I'm just asking, what door is that he came out of?
Okay. I mean, I feel like the way that he died was bled out, but I don't know what caused.
There's a lot of different ways you can do that.
Expired.
No.
Oh, not from old age. Go with torn apart.
I think that'll be fine, yeah.
I'll leave it an unknown, but my assumption is the
You
beast.
can probably put the beast. I think you're safe. I don't think there's any human on the ship who would tear people apart. Alright, now, there's a lot of information you can pull from this if you're careful.
Okay, so verdammt is a word that is in another language.
Yeah, that's going to be Germanic. I don't want to swear that it is German, but it's definitely a German or like Northern European of some sort. Or a related language.
Captain came up from the hold. A curse like that does not lift for nothing.
Yeah, but look at the lines above verdammt.
So where's my Frenchman?
And then the response to it.
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
Alright.
Oh, so the Frenchman was one of the individuals who was torn apart was a Frenchman from an earlier scene.
That is an easy
Maybe.
blind alley to go down. It turns out that that's wrong for complicated reasons. What can you conclude only from those 3 lines of dialogue?
Starting with the squid.
Yeah. You'll want to look at the passenger list to help you with this. But I will tell you, you can definitively identify this man from only those 3 lines of dialogue.
Okay. I'm up for the challenge.
All right.
So, my Frenchman... I mean, I guess that might imply that this man is in a position of authority? Like his Frenchman is his attendant?
Or his...
Or his what? Where is my Frenchman?
What do you call an attendant on a ship?
I guess I don't know.
Oh, you do?
A servant of some
Oh my
sort.
god. Oh my god, you absolutely do know. Look.
Well, it's going to be in the officers list, right?
Yes, why don't you go look at the list?
Okay. So, mate? Oh, mate.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Got it. So whatever this guy is, his mate is a Frenchman and he is a German. Oh, okay. So if I look at the officers, I've got Edward Nichols and John Davies. Okay, I'm looking for a Frenchman and a German. French mate, German. So Clestil and Charles Minet. That could be the... Oh, it even says on the right, Austria and France.
Yeah.
So there we
It
go.
says on the right. That's very important. I've tried to point that out to you before.
That seems like those are the ones.
I told you.
Okay, that was very clever.
Mm-hmm.
You did tell me. Okay, so this guy's the guy from Austria. Was torn apart.
And you're done.
Terrible
You've
abuse.
put everything in for him.
And now I know that one of the torn apart men was the bosun's mate.
Right, but don't bother going back to the Doom right now to try and find that person. I will tell you straight up, because this is a blind alley a lot of people went down. His mate is not the dude who you saw literally getting ripped in half in midair.
Got it. Okay, that was... I feel very clever for having solved that, even
Good.
with a little bit of
Can
guidance.
I now repeat the other unrelated question I asked you?
Yes, about the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is in this door? Well... Oh, this is where the guy... Is this the guy who's going to be right here?
Matt, my question is very simple. What door is that man walking out of?
Oh, is this a bathroom? No, it looks... Oh, yeah, it's got some towels up there.
No, pretty sure that's a bed.
It's a bed.
Yeah.
Okay. What door is he walking out of?
And the meta level question is, of course, how on earth do I expect you to be able to tell me that?
Oh, via the map, I guess. Oh, let's try it. Let's see. It's... Oh, the first mate's quarters. Okay. Interesting. So that seems reasonably likely. So that's actually a really good thing to know then. As any time I see someone who appears to be comfortable in a room, I should check and see. Okay. Got it. Oh, you're full of good advice. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I decided I'd rather have the thing move along at a good clip than force you to figure out everything on your own.
Oh, and it even says that this is the first mate. So we had previously identified him.
Yup! So I have not actually
Got it.
given you any direct solutions to a puzzle, but I've reminded you of one of the resources you have available.
Seems like a very important resource, too.
Yeah, it's only one of many. But all of those documents at the beginning of the book end up being useful. The drawings end up being useful.
Got it. Let's see what we know about this guy.
I think that's Mr. Get Stabbed.
Mr. Get Stabbed. What nationality is that?
Jeez, I wish I had a clever comeback. Knifeland.
Okay.
No, that's
good.
No, it's
No, that
not.
works.
Don't encourage.
No, that's good.
Don't
No,
encourage
that's
that
really good.
bullshit.
So what about those X's and slashes?
So the slashes are people who disappeared during the chapter, may or may not have died.
Oh.
X's represent the people who we found the corpses of during the chapter. So you might be able to guess where those four people are all clustered.
Presumably on the lifeboat,
Exactly.
Right?
So one of your jobs is to figure out what happened to the people on the lifeboat. This is an incredibly devious puzzle. You cannot solve it yet.
And I'm just checking. For each of these sequences that I've seen, have I uncovered every page? Do they
Yep.
ever do a thing like...
Nope.
Like, I noticed this page 122 is blank.
That's
but it doesn't say,
just blank, yeah.
But it doesn't say this page intentionally
Nope,
left blank.
that's just a blank page to mark a chapter break. That's all. Because every new chapter starts on a left-hand page.
So, nothing about the bargain. And so the Doom does have some... Oh, the conclusion of the
Yeah,
Doom
that's
is
because
not
you haven't
documented.
found all the memories from the Doom yet.
Oh, part 2 and part 1.
Now, note that part 2 had a circle around it.
Yeah.
Things that have circles around them are corpses that are still extant on the real ship.
Oh, so I could find that.
Yes. Where's the
Okay,
bow?
that's useful. The front of the ship at the top side.
But not topside in this case. The bow is the front of the ship on all the different levels.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Deck plans.
This isn't like a secret. I'm just telling you, the bow can refer to the front of the ship on any level, not exclusively the top.
Yeah, and it's not even listed on here. Okay.
Yeah.
So the cargo hold is the area that we are about to get access to.
Nope, you are still on the gun deck. You are about to get access to
wow.
the orlop deck. But you could also...
Okay, so there was a second level up here. Oh, okay, and it's showing me all the chapter marks.
Exactly.
This is very
with
useful.
arrows indicating the flow of time.
Wow, so does this just get insanely complicated?
Surprisingly, it remains fairly easy to track. Anyway, so you can either head down to the orlop deck, or you can explore the bow of this level in case there's something useful there.
Yeah, I think I'd like to. Okay,
I think you can safely leave this memory for now.
Right. Which I have, right? I walked out the door.
Oh, yes, you have. You're right. Because there's no music playing. So that would take you down to orlop.
I'm going to go check the bow. So the bow is so this is the aft.
Mm-hmm.
And the bow would be this way.
It's not the aft. It's just aft.
Okay. So there should be an accessible body. Why does that door have a different...
Because it was closed until it opened in a memory at some point.
Have I reviewed this body?
Well, your watch is closed, so no.
Man, there's so many little subtleties that you gotta pick up.
And that's not really a subtlety. That just is the game's way of telling you this is a new memory. If you weren't sure, you could just click, and you would find out very quickly.
What? Okay.
The title of the Obra Dinn discussion thread on Something Awful is "This sailor was killed while taking a giant shit."
Oh man, is this like an Easter egg thing, or is this like an important story beat?
Well, it's not. It's neither. It's just yet another one.
Why did this jump to the ES there?
I don't know. Is there anyone on the passenger list with the initials ES?
Probably, but that's weird, right?
That is weird. Why don't you go see if you can figure out who ES might be based on the passenger list?
Probably the historian. Is that a... Oh, the artist. Yeah, that would make sense.
And once it gives you his page, you can probably fill in pretty confidently how he died.
Oh, right. That's what I was struggling with, but you're right. I don't have his page because I haven't waited the requisite 30 seconds. Okay. It seems like this squid attack happened quite quickly.
Mm-hmm.
People are, like, basically unsure of what's happening. And then there's a lot of chaos, and then it seems to wrap up pretty
I'm pretty sure that the artist dying is supposed to be, like, the very first person to die to the squid. And yes, there is a part 1. I think you want crushed here.
Okay. Crushed by a beast.
Alright, and there we go. Oh, no. So, you now have at least 2 people completely filled in. So, the next one you get should give you the confirmation.
Oh, and this is going to lead me to maybe the last memory I need to fill in this sequence. Okay. So is that typically the flow that we're going to see where... you know, an entire chapter can be filled in?
Generally, yes, that's the case.
is a little odd that they make you walk there in the dream and then walk there again.
Yeah, I agree. But that may legitimately be a programming limitation where there's not an easy way to, like, teleport you to a different spot in the overworld.
I suppose that could be.
But yeah, I agree. That is a little bit frustrating.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh?
Dane?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Oh. Okay, so I like Dane with a brother.
No. The attacker accused the Dane of killing his brother.
Maybe these are the brothers.
Well...
No, because the brothers...
Yeah. Somewhat importantly.
I'm so good at this game. Oh, man. You don't even know.
However, I do believe that that merely knowing Dane is enough to identify that guy conclusively. I think there's only one Dane on the ship.
There's really not that much to explore here.
Nope, this is not an active scene. Can you not get below decks in this one even?
Don't believe so.
Alright. Yep. Just this little bit. That said, if you are willing to guess a little bit, you can actually completely fill out this guy's thing.
Okay, I'm gonna double check this. So the guy who died is a Dane, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dane killed someone's brother, allegedly, with ropes.
Yeah, or rather, the brother believes it. Apparently no one else does.
Okay. So, there's Dane, and he is...
getting clubbed in the head.
Clubbed in the head. By someone who has a brother. Oh, okay, so I can guess 50-50 who the killer is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And since you already have two others confidently filled out the whole way, you may as well, right?
Oh, interesting point. Do you ever use that?
Absolutely, yes. There are, and again, you could wait, and much later you'll find a very small little clue that exactly pins it down. Wait, is that really? Hang on, double check that that's the only Denmark guy. Go up towards the top more. I want to make sure I didn't lead you wrong by saying there's only one. Okay, nope, there is only one. You're good. Yeah, when you've got two with confidence, and then there's one where, like, I know most of it, and I've got 50-50 on the other one, yeah, you may as well just guess. You don't have to, if you want the satisfaction knowing that you figured everything out definitively for sure, but you can, certainly.
And now I get to play a fun game where I try and remember all these names. I feel like it might have been Peters? Oh, it is Peters. Ah. So there's a seaman named Peters, and named Peters. Okay, let's go with Nathan.
Ha!
I got an achievement, so that seems good.
Yeah, it gives you achievements for certain numbers of fates. And now that means you can definitively attach an identity to the dude swinging the club.
Ah, got it.
But I think this is as good of a stopping point as we're going to find, so...
Yeah, good work. Should I get out of here to be, kind of out of this memory?
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter much. This is the end of the chain, so it's not going to force you to click your watch one more time. Oh, might as well tag Mr. Peters.
That's this guy, right?
Yeah.
So let's get this guy's name. Ooh.
Whoa. Yeah, the way it determines difficulty is kind of messed up, though.
Yeah, questionable. It was the first Peters, right?
I think it was Nathan, yeah. That feels right. Okie dokie.
Cool, well played.
All right, and next time we'll go hunting for a new chapter to unlock.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, see you then.
See ya.